Here is a throwback story of the day a goalpost nearly cost Real Madrid a Champions League semi-final. Imagine buying your ticket, making your way into one of the biggest stadiums in the world, ready to watch a UEFA Champions League semi-final match. The atmosphere is electric. Tens of thousands of fans are singing. The players are warming up. Kickoff is only a few minutes away. Then suddenly, the goalpost collapses. Yes, this actually happened. It was 1998, and Real Madrid were preparing to host Borussia Dortmund in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League semi-finals at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. Nobody expected the biggest drama of the night to happen before a single ball had been kicked. Back then, football stadiums were designed differently from today. The goalposts behind each end of the pitch were connected to the protective fencing with heavy metal chains to stop fans from interfering with the goalkeeper. As kickoff drew closer, excited Real Madrid supporters began hanging huge banners and flags on the fencing behind one of the goals. But they unknowingly made one costly mistake. As they pulled the fence backward to secure the banners, the force was transferred through the chains, and the entire goalpost came crashing to the ground. The whole stadium fell silent. Players stopped warming up. Match officials rushed onto the pitch. Fans couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. What should have been one of Europe's biggest football matches had suddenly become complete chaos. With only a few minutes left before kickoff, another shocking discovery was made. There wasn't a spare goalpost anywhere inside the stadium. Borussia Dortmund were understandably frustrated. Reports at the time suggested that the German club wanted UEFA to consider calling off the match and awarding them a 3-0 victory because the game couldn't start as scheduled. Meanwhile, Real Madrid were in full panic mode. Ground staff tried lifting the goalpost back into position. They dug fresh holes into the pitch. They placed wooden planks underneath to keep it standing. Someone even suggested calling a welder to repair it. Nothing worked. Every failed attempt made the situation even more embarrassing for one of the biggest clubs in world football. Then, just when it looked like there was no solution, someone remembered something important. There is another goalpost at the training ground. Immediately, several club officials and staff jumped into vehicles with a police escort and sped towards Real Madrid's training complex. The race against time had officially begun. But when they arrived, another problem appeared. How do you transport a full-sized football goalpost across the city in a hurry? They looked around desperately. Then, fortune smiled on them. A man was sitting outside a nearby bar, relaxing with his van after enjoying a drink. Real Madrid staff quickly approached him and explained the emergency. Without wasting time, they hired the van, loaded the giant goalpost into the back, and rushed back towards the Santiago Bernabéu with police escorts clearing the way. Can you imagine being that driver? You wake up expecting an ordinary day. Then suddenly you're helping save a Champions League semi-final. Thankfully, everything went according to plan. The replacement goalpost arrived at the stadium just in time. Workers quickly installed it, made sure it was secure, and finally gave the green light for the match to begin. A game that was originally scheduled to kick off at 8:45 p.m. eventually started at around 10 p.m., after one of the most bizarre delays in Champions League history. And after all the panic, all the confusion, all the drama, Real Madrid still went on to defeat Borussia Dortmund 2-0, taking a huge step toward reaching the Champions League final. More than 2 decades later, football fans still remember this incredible incident as one of the strangest moments ever seen before a Champions League match. It just goes to show that in football, anything can happen, even before the referee blows the first whistle. Now it's your turn. If you were the van driver and Real Madrid desperately needed your help to save a Champions League semi-final, how much would you have charged them? Let me know in the comments.